I'm not exactly sure how.
If anybody wonders what's really going on, the basic idea is that the virtual system acts as a technological or a cyberspace gateway to hyperspace, or the space of the mind. Computer systems that interface with the consciousness of an individual, basically they act as neurons. If you hook up computer parts basically to act like the neurons of a brain, and you hook up 1 billion of them, you end up with an artificial brain, and it can think and act just like a person.
It turns out that that's actually a physical possibility. First of all, the Obama administration and the European Union are pushing the BRAIN project to delineate all the pathways of the human brain. That is, every single neuron encoded on a memory disk, your personality, your memories, who you are, the essence of your soul, will be incorporated in this disk as pure information.
So then you develop a neural interface system, a way of plugging a person in, electromagnetically sensing all the brain waves, all the changes in their neurons, and plugging them into that system. So then the brain thinks for them. The artificial brain thinks for them. The artificial brain, creates the neuronal firing of the experience, and if a person is interfaced with that, then depending on how calibrated their mind is to that artificial system, their brain will fire the same as the artificial brain. It's like a mirror. Because the brains fire the same. Our brains fire the same, they're just configured different. But it's just electricity and chemicals bouncing around. That's all it is. It's the same thing. It's like a computer in a way. So if I was plugged into yours, I would feel what you're doing right now. So the idea is our energy system, our consciousness is plugged in to each other, is plugged into ourselves. But if you can bring that consciousness outside or introduce the simulated information, then you can have a person actually experience, and it's just a simulator. It's the same as like the Matrix or something. And so they did that with all the depravity and rituals and trauma, and so they made it so that no one can beat that system. So with that they have these systems that can basically so they have all that, and that's called the hive mind. You can go into there, and whichever way you lean, for instance, if you get like turned on because you sense something that's starting to stream in, it automatically expands that and feeds more into it. So the idea is if a person becomes that beast, they're no longer a person. Person is who they are because of their consciousness, their soul. So this energy takes the soul of a person and defiles it until it becomes some human. It's a soul-stealing device. It's the whole ancient stuff, but it's all just technology.
When we first started D-Wave, there were no quantum computers like the soul.
I'm not exactly